Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new to this channel, I'm Manohar. Welcome back to the another dose. Today we would like to discuss a few things about myths about the UPSC preparation. When we coming to the UPSC preparation, there is so many myths called a person should study at least 15 to 18 hours per day, or a person should have at least the basic English skills, and they should use high fluency words, or they should study only in the Delhi or Hyderabad. UPSC exam will take the many attempts, and there is a group study session is required for the UPSC exam preparation, and these are all the myths we would like to speak today in this video session. I just want to give credits to you guys because you people are really such amazing people. Like, you really supporting in a very good way, and you showing your love from your comment sections, and so many people was DMing me like the good complimentations about the videos and the channel. I didn't expect these much love from when I'm starting my YouTube channel at first time. You people are really such amazing. I'm really so overwhelmed to being a part in this journey. In upcoming, there is so many good amount of videos was coming in my channel. So please like, share, and subscribe to this channel, and refer with your friends too. And I hope you will enjoy the way of journey that which we are going front forward. So in this video, I will give a clarity about the myths about the UPSC preparation. Let's get into the video. First myth was you need to study 15 to 18 hours daily. Is it really necessary? Is it really necessary to study 15 to 18 hours daily? In my opinion, not at all. Because rather than focusing on 15 to 18 hours of studying, you should mainly focus on the consistency, like how much hours you can study with an effective way, and at the end of the day is really the way you planned your to-do list was completing or not. You should focus on these things. Why? Because you can study for a week or 2 weeks for the 15 to 18 hours, but not the long like year. Why? Because this exam should study for at least 364 days, not for any 1 month or 2 months. At the end of the day, the things which you written in the to-do list, if you complete those things in the to-do list, it's really enough. Because in the long run, you cannot study like 15 to 18 hours. When exam was nearing like 1 or 2 months, you might study for the 15-18 hours, but from the very initial stage, like from the 1 year onwards, you cannot study for the 15-18 hours, because at some point you can lose the focus, and you can get irritation about on studies too. So don't do those mistakes. Obviously it is a myth. So second myth, UPSC aspirant should know everything. It is not at all necessary to know everything in the UPSC journey. Why? Because UPSC syllabus was very vast with comparative of the remaining competitive exams. So how much learning and how much unlearning was really important in this journey. UPSC has a dedicated syllabus. So when you start in this preparation, you should thoroughly read the syllabus, and the things which really important for the syllabus, and the things which required for the syllabus, the required topics which really necessary to study in this exam is really enough for this thing. There is no need to study everything in this journey, because in this way of journey there is so many things to remember and constantly remembering in our mind. So we cannot remember at the end of the exam. If we start studying more, and if we start studying so many resources, we can't remember so many things at the end of the exam. We cannot recollect when we are writing the exam. So we should keep our resources very short, and we should try to read repetitive more the things which we start reading in the initial stages. So there is no need of reading each and everything in this UPSC journey. So first try to get clarity on your syllabus, and the need which really required in this syllabus is enough to study. Third myth, only toppers can clear this exam. In my opinion, I think this is the only exam which you didn't require your past, and this exam only requires the present life. In this way of journey, how consistently you are preparing and how much efforts you're keeping daily to crack this exam is the only important. There is no need like the way of graduation marks or your 10th or 12th. There is no need of your academics, your 10th, 12th or your graduation. So if you study hard, if you keep a real effort, if you have good consistency in your preparation, and if you had a good mindset, and if you had a very good discipline in your preparation, every person can clear this exam. who can keep a good amount of efforts in their preparation, those people can easily clear this exam. There is no need to be a topper in your previous years. If you had a good vision and if you had a very good clarity and if you have a very good conceptual clarity in your subject, if you present in a very good way of your exams, you can be a civil servant. Fourth myth was you cannot clear the exam without coaching. In my opinion, coaching was not at all necessary for clearing this exam, because every coaching center will give only 20% of efforts in their preparation. The rest of 80% of preparation should based upon the individual person. So coaching centers will guide you the way in which way the aspirant should go. The rest of each and every work should done by the individual person only. None of the coaching centers will give 100% assurance. If you take the coaching in our institute, you can crack the civil services. You can clear this exam by studying of in your hometown or in a rural village, in any city. There are some standard books which every person was reading, like even the toppers will read the same books and the aspirants who are new will read the same books. So if you had a particular guidance and if you had a good vision about the exam and if you had a very good conceptual clarity about the syllabus, you can clear the exam from wherever you want, like wherever you stay, it doesn't matter. Or either you taking a coaching or without coaching, it's all about yourself. Like it all depends upon the individual person. So there is no need of taking coaching. But there is some reputed institute which really gives a good amount of coaching for up to one point. The ultimate thing you should keep in your mind was the hard work, the way of preparation and the consistency, the way of getting clarity on the syllabus. The each and everything should be done by yourself, not by any coaching institutes or any person will get and tell for you. Fifth myth was you need to read many books for the UPSC preparation. There is no need to read each and every book for the UPSC preparation. There is some standard books which so many toppers was suggested, like who cleared the civils already, they suggested in the YouTube channel. There are so many toppers who give interviews in the YouTube, so kindly watch those videos and keep your resources limited and try to read those books repeatedly and make a short notes from it, and don't try to read number of books, because ultimately when you're writing your exam you can't remember those many things, because we need to remember so many things. Why? Because we don't have only one subject, we have several subjects and we used to analyze our current affairs and we should update ourselves daily. So there are so many things we have to remember each and every day. So try to keep your resources limit, and there are so many toppers who suggested very good book lists. So try to watch in the YouTube. So ultimately toppers will study the same books and the aspirant will study the same books. Here the plan was who executes the things will get into the service, and who didn't execute the plan, they didn't get the service. Important thing was implementation and the executing. So don't rush for the many books, like which book was really coming in the market. Don't rush for those books and keep your resources limited and prepare well. Sixth myth was only English medium students can score well. This is not at all real, because UPSC can conduct different types of languages like Telugu, English, Hindi. So in their own languages too. So if you good at your language, so you can appear your exam in your own language. When it comes to the English, you don't want to masters in your English. Like if you know the basic English, it's enough for this exam. There are so many aspirants that who written their mains or in the Hindi and Telugu, they successfully cleared their UPSC exam. So it's not about matter that which you should write only for English or you should appear this exam only in the English. You can write in your native language. So it's not about the language, it's all about the things which how much you know about the exam, and it's all about how much conceptual clarity you have on the particular subject. Seventh myth was UPSC will take many attempts to clear. In my opinion, in my way of journey, I learned if you had a very good clarity about the exam and if you really know what really the examiner was asking, if you grab those key points, you can clear the exam very easily. writing exam and clearing the UPSC exam only not defines the way of how you study. It's all depends like the how much stress you handling in the exam and the how much things you recollecting when you're writing the exam. These all points will consider ultimately when you're clearing this exam. So obviously it will take so many attempts and so many people couldn't clear ultimately. So it's all about your hard work and your consistenciness and 1% of luck. So don't focus on your result, focus on your journey and trust your way of preparation. Ultimately the result will get positive. 8th myth was you cannot do UPSC preparation with a job. If you have right vision and if you have managing skills like scheduling and planning the day of your job timings and of your UPSC study timing, if you manage these both very well, you can clear the exam with even the job. And so many UPSC aspirants and UPSC toppers are cleared the exam with while they doing their jobs in their respective way. Like so many toppers was cleared the UPSC exam while they doing their software jobs and some repetitive jobs. So if you have managing skills like giving separate time for your job and giving separate for your UPSC preparation, you will clear this exam even though if you are doing this. 9th myth was discipline is not that necessary. In this whole journey, the main key point was discipline. If you had a good discipline and if you had good consistency in this preparation, you can clear this exam, because so many people don't have that much discipline on their exam and they don't respect the way of preparation. If you respect your preparation and if you had a very good direction of discipline, you can clear this exam with consistency and productivity. Discipline not only matters in this exam, but discipline matters in our real life. And if you doing your job, if you had a very good discipline, you can get into the very good higher positions. If you had discipline in your competitive exam preparation, you can get into the services, or if you can crack the exam very easily. So discipline is matter in each and every time, like in our real life or in our job life or in our preparation period. So discipline is obviously matter when you are preparing for any competitive exam or in our real life too. 10th myth was one must stay in Delhi to prepare for UPSC exam. I think so many people was really suffering with this doubt. Like when it comes to the UPSC, you should study only in the Delhi and you should study only in the Rajendra Nagar. There is no need of that. If you had very good environment in your home, or if you had very good environment in wherever you like, wherever you want to stay, if you had very good environment to study and if you don't have any disturbances, you can study from wherever you want. There are so many aspirants who really prepare in a very serious way. That's the only facts that we can see in the Delhi. The rest of things was in everywhere. There are the common things like so many institutes was providing the online coaching. If you want to take the effective online coaching, so many institutes was providing nowadays in the online way. So there is no need of going to Delhi. You can prepare in your village, or if you can prepare in your urban towns, or if you can prepare anywhere. If you had a very good consistency, if you had a very good productivity in your mind, and if you had a very good discipline in your way of preparation, you can prepare anywhere and you can crack any exam from anywhere in your whole. Even though if the so many people was really suffering with this doubt was so many people was staying in a village, and how can I prepare for this exam, and is it really necessary to go for the Delhi? Not at all. You can stay in your village, and if you had very good internet and if you had a laptop or if you had standard books, you can clear this exam with it. The ultimate thing here was you should want a good well mindset. The stress handling mindset you should build in the way of preparation. So this is the thing which you really want in this way of preparation. I think these points really helps to you all in your way of preparation, or who are preparing and who want to prepare for the UPSC. For them, really this video might very useful for them. Finally, like, share and subscribe to my channel and hit a bell icon. You will get notification when I upload the video. Thank you guys all. You really the way of your supporting was really very good. Keep supporting, and so many good content videos was coming in my channel. I hope you all like this video. Comment on your thoughts in the comment section, guys. I will try to reply your comments. My Instagram link was provided in the description. If you want to ask me anything, you can ask me in the comment section or DM to me Instagram account. Thank you, guys. Keep supporting me. We will meet you in the next video. Thank you.